and what should be my core. Interesting. Please tell me, Mari, what should I do with you? Babies! The manless words, lacking even the slightest hint of pretense, made her stiffen with surprise. So we're going to have continuation of that scene, I guess. He will kneel, actually. Though she had trouble processing what was going on, Mari felt somehow happy. The man before her was surely like another, a being beyond anything she knew, and a person who would teach her many things. She had always found his company enjoyable. After all, even though his smile was ever present, he was the only one to talk with her with such the homely expression. Caliostra's presence had always filled Mari with the gentle sensations, ones that made her feel like she had someone to confine in, or that she was being treasured. She couldn't deny the truth of the comfort behind it all. But now, she knew that things weren't exactly as she had imagined. What she felt was like filial imprinting, the blind love of a baby bird. The first individual she saw became special to her, nothing more. As a person with no experience in human interaction, Mari considered him and his amenity to be the most significant thing of all. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's why he wants Ren to have his love and everything. Because he cannot use Mari. Because she does not love him, actually. It was just like a new feeling for her. And she can develop love for someone else that is not Mercurius. And that can like awaken, like her being the hegemony or something, maybe. Like she will start craving, not for herself, but for... Actually, I didn't thought about this. Because I thought about the hegemony, right? Like she like would have to like start having a craving that will like affect everyone else. I didn't thought about like her craving could be just directed at some other person, not like in general somewhere else, but like in general area, but like someone else entirely. So it would still be the hegemony, because transcendent works on yourself. So if Mari would like actually love the person like Ren, then maybe she will start craving not for herself, but for Ren to like survive or to beat Reinhardt or like become stronger or whatever, or protect her or whatever. Just like some kind of like third degree craving that will affect Ren, and that will make her actually third degree to become hegemony at that point. And taking into account how strong her soul apparently is, that would make Ren craving, like his own craving, because he have his own, immensely stronger as well, because he would have the strength of Mari third degree basically buffing him, and his third degree will be like stronger of what Mari gave him basically. That might be the case. And what's only natural, she would, as she had no one to compare him to. However, she recently came to know and experience countless other things. Oh yeah, such as fear. Pretty much. Pain. And the bittersweet feeling waiting down on her chest, yep. Mari gained a lot of things she wanted to see and learn, and countless sensation she wished to experience and share. But she also acknowledged the presence of the ominous despair they had to strain themselves to avoid. And that threat they had to overcome no matter the cost. She now knew the fear of having something taken away, and the pain when it slipped through the fingertips. In exchange for learning many things, she came to understand what it meant to lose them, and became aware of the determination needed to protect them. So this is going to awaken her hegemony side, I think. Because she will be determined to protect Ren, so her craving will stop being like protect herself, I guess. Be strong, like, and stuff, or whatever. And she's going to actually buffing up Ren because she will want him to, like, survive any battle, like, just, like, regenerate or be, like, impenetrable, like, nothing can, like, hit you or something. Some kind of buffs. Due to all the fresh knowledge within her, the expression Ren had on this on his face saddened Mari to no end. The thing he gave her, the bliss and the pride, were pleasantly melting her heart even now. She felt apologetic for calling him Cagliostro replacement, and for ever saying that he and Ren were alike. It couldn't have been farther from the truth. His strong eyes, filled with unshakable determination, were slightly wavering. He was like a lost child, seeking something that made him complete as his own person. Mari felt as if she was looking at her past self. Yeah, he's lost. Is it time for a kiss? Is it time for a kiss scene? He was unable to assert that his actions stemmed from his own will, both his desire and the life Mari had led to thus far were one-way roads, paths without options. However, he was now unable to confirm the validity of the will from which it all originated, beginning to fear the results it would bring about. She wanted to make him aware, get him know just how much she treasured him, make him understand how much she believes his will. 1 second. Okay. But more than all of that, she wanted to get him to believe her. Mari was the source of all irregularity mixed into his everyday. She herself represented the extraordinary life he so despised. Yeah, you learned these things. Ren's ordinary life was filled with friends and classmates, while his extraordinary life was one filled with the stench of blood. It needn't be said which one of them he found dear and precious. Even Mari found beauty in his ordinary life, and felt fear as she involved herself in this battle. She wanted to become the fifth, to laugh along with everyone else. I wonder if this is actually another episode, or it's the same. Because I did cut, but I don't know. I wonder how long I'm recording actually. The fervent wish of hers helped her understanding just how much she poisoned her life. So, why was he so... Why wasn't he blaming her? Why was he blaming himself instead? Brandon fighting scared her. Getting punched was painful, and she certainly didn't want to get killed. But killing another was a burden heavier than most. I began to doubt if he would be able to return to his past life. He felt like his everyday would stay warped forever. Mari believed herself to be the one who changed him like that. Ooh. When she came to know his everyday life, she felt burdened by the weight of her own helplessness. Indeed, one might call easily call it revenge.
違うよね。そんなんじゃないよね。
Though even if he did, Mari was grateful for it. By teaching her all these wonderful things, he gave her the greatest present imaginable. Yeah, something that she never experienced in her life before. Cagliostro once said that Ren was but a necklace, a gift he dedicated to her. In her eyes, it couldn't have been any more false. Yeah, pretty much. Ren Fuji was definitely not an object. Looking close, he cast his eyes down and spoke with hesitation. It almost felt like he was making excuses for something.
別に俺は何も考えてなかったよ。そんな余裕なかったんだ。状況が目まぐるしく変わりすぎて、深く考えてる暇はなかった。ただじっとしてるわけにはいかないし、あとはその都度単に俺は。
Ren didn't want to die, and had people he wanted to keep alive. Taking another road wasn't the option for him. Yeah, he had to use her.
結局利用したんだよ。当面君のことが必要だから、機嫌取ってただけかもしれない。
Not the case, but yeah. Like, you needed her in previous rows, but you didn't, like, treated her better, so yeah, we know that's not the case. You're treating her better because of the other reasons.
嘘だよ。
そうかな。そうかもしれないけど、そういう打算も確実にあったと思うよ。マリーがいなけりゃ。
Powerless without you.
愛想つかされるわけにはいかないだろ。
でも。
Ren dedicated concern to her state of being. Also, I just thought about this. Like, if you think about this, like, Mari is apparently stronger than Mercurius, right? Like he said. And Ren just said that he's powerless without her. This is like cool analogy, showing that Ren is like Mercurius' substitute, because he's like Mercurius and he's still like, you know, like depending on her, she's like stronger and stuff. Just like Mercurius. Ren dedication concerned to her state of being. If he only intended to use her as a tool, he would never went that far.
あんまり頭良くないからさ。卑屈なこと言う気もないけど。
With a self-mocking smile on his face, Ren heaved a light sigh. Just from the simple action, Mari could thoroughly understand what he was struggling to keep his feeling in check for her sake. Deep inside, the boy was so perplexed, he wanted to scream it all out.
やっぱり少しおかしいのかな。特別フェミニストなつもりもなかったけど、普通は文句の一つや二つ言うか。
It's definitely the episode where we get the kiss, right? It's definitely the episode where we get this.
桜井やルサルカにはマジで怒るもんな。俺。
そうだよ。
じゃあ、言っていいかな。
言って。
Mari readied herself to take on any of his complaints or vilifications and hear out anything else that made him uneasy. He's going to say I love you. She thought she could lessen his burden that way.
できることなら何でもするよ。
Her words both surprised and perplexed him.
あのさ、
Suddenly, Ren took her into his arms. Oh, this is cool.
ないところは本当にどうかと思う。
This reminds me of some other game. Of some other visual novel I played. Not that long time ago, actually. I finished. Maybe I will like make some comparison on Discord and just like blur it out or something. I don't know. Just in case of spoilers. Huh. But this is pretty cool CG. I love it. Does this remind you of anything else? Of any other visual novel? It does to me. Look at Mari's eyes. Wow. So cool. Love this scene. My primary cause of worry about Mari had always been her purity and the naivety that made her unable to consider how other people would react to her words and actions. Seriously, I'll do anything? Was not a phrase a girl should say with a straight face. It was downright dangerous. Her shock and confusion was the ultimate proof of her oblivious nature.
俺は怖いよ。
Oh, look at that. He's like smiling and his eyes are like, I'm sorry, I'm scared. But he's smiling, he's like seeking comfort. And she's like, what the hell is happening? I love this scene, it's so good. The characteristic of her compelled me to show her my weaker side. The one I'd never show to anyone else.
自分の気持ちの元が見えない。それがどこから生まれたのか自信が持てない。
I treasured Mari, and her warmth was dear to me. But were those feelings really mine? I wanted to assert they were, but didn't see the means of confirming it. Yeah. He cannot be sure if, like, this is his own soul, his own willing at this point, or maybe this is the feeling that Mercurius implanted into him.
いろいろ考えて
Wow.
言い訳探した。さっき言ったことだって嘘じゃない。
Yeah. He need like Mari confirmation basically, like she needs to tell him that you are not Mercurius, you are not Cagliostro. Like I don't like Cagliostro, I like Uren, I love you. Something like this. To make it through the carnage, I was suddenly thrown into... I treated Mari like I would hone a convenient weapon. There was no denying that forming a relationship of mutual trust with her was necessary for me to gain more power. I wanted to use that selfishness of mine as a shield to seal away some of the other feelings budding within me. The urge scared me. I was afraid of an attraction I couldn't describe.
理屈じゃ説明できない何か。そういうのって操
I tried to resolutely cling to the unfalsifiable logic. I feel like it would help me confirm that I'm myself, but
マリーが変なこと言うからぶっ壊れちまっただろ。どうすんれ。何を信じればいいんだよ。
believe in Mari, who believes in you. Believe in me, who believes in you. Do you know what reference is that? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you've seen anime. I said something extremely pathetic and so meek that even I felt disgusted. Anyone hearing me would surely think I am an idiot. At the very least, those two men would definitely look down on me. I know I would if I was Mari. I was acting way too pitiable, but even while acknowledging that fact, I was still troubled by the questions about my own identity.
俺は奴の道具なのか。一番古い記憶ってどれだよ。俺の年はいくつだよ。親は、俺は誰だ。
Who am I? Why so many references to other game? I really need to make comparison.
なんで今まで自分のルーツに何の興味もなかったんだよ。おかしいだろ。親がいないんだぜ。普通調べようとかするよな。それが当たり前だよな。
And yet, all this time, I've been alive. Like a character designed to be like that, I was completely indifferent about anything relating to my origin. I was thrown into this ludicrous mess of the situation and my whole world did the perfect 180. But I didn't even spare a single moment to think about what I really was.
わけわかんねえ。誰だよこいつ。頭おかしいだろ。狂ってるよ。
No normal human would think like that. Only a fictional character from some third grade movie. I'm a complete person of my own will. Give me a break. What the hell was my will anyway? A few lines of code? What a sick joke.
何順応してるんだ。ありえないだろ。 いきなり殺されかけて巻き込まれてちょっと悩んだようなポーズ取れば殺すことにも躊躇なしかよ。絶対おかしい、普通じゃない。そんなただの学生がいるわけない。
Normal student wouldn't act like that. You have a point. Yeah, there's a lot of going on. Not to mention, it took me 2 or so weeks to reach the level of the murderer with over 60 years of experience and thousands of corpses behind them. Sakurai called me a genius, while the rest of them called me a substitute to Craft, the real monster. An Achnerbear made to wield Achnerbear, a being far more skilled at their use than anyone else. I now knew too much to deny that reality. What was I to believe in that would help me retain myself?
私を信じて。
Believe in me who believes in you. This line never gets old. My embrace kept me from collapsing to my knees.
あなたが必要だと思う。私を信じて。私の気持ちは私のものだよ。レンが自分を分からなくても、私があなたを分かってる。あなたがいて嬉しい。あなたに会えて
This is awesome.
だからあなたと一緒にいたいよ。
けど
Was it only because she saw me as his replacement?
レンとあの人は違うよ。
Finally, she said that. Yes, I've been waiting for this. Whoa. Mari spoke with no hesitation, as if to hastily lessen my fears.
ごめんね。いっぱい。本当にごめんね。彼の代わりになってくれとか、すごいバカにして。
Don't voice acting crying, or I will start cry. I'm weak against these attacks. Oh god, no.
だからこれはそれを取り繕うための言い訳じゃないよ。私はレンがいい。レンを選ぶの。カリオストロは特別だし感謝もしてる。でもあの人はさっきレンが言ったみたいな見方しかしてないの。
Carrie's nature resembled me, while I tried to fail and prove that I wasn't just his puppet. She slowly explained what she implied.
確固として健全な選択にすがる。あの人はそういう人だよ。説明できない引力なんて一度も感じ
Because of the foreknowledge, I guess.
だから今のレンは全然彼と違ってるよ。
I was unable to think as he did, and could pathetically lose confidence in myself. I was able to lose sight of what I had to do, and could easily be controlled by my impulses. But she said that those negativities were part of what made me, me.
それって
Fuck yeah.
褒められてんのかな。
Yeah. I put on a self-deprecated smile, to which she replied with,
私はそっちの方がいいよ。だってね、私も同じだから説明できない気持ちがあるから。
and both of us were able to contradict ourselves. I honestly didn't expect her to answer like that. I never imagined that she could ever say something like this.
カリオストロ殴ってやりたいよ。
Okay. She put on a slightly joking, bitter smile while seeming to house some of the anger she failed to contain. Cagliostro wasn't a whole new word to her. She came to understand things by his standards, never questioned his thoughts, and instantly agreed to becoming the vain diva performing in his opera. Yeah, the Grand Gungoil. This game is pretty good Grand Gungoil so far. And now, she was made at a godlike playwright. Could vaguely understand what that implied, but failed to make any verbal comment on it. After all, I was just so happy The sheer bliss of having been chosen by Mari left me completely speechless. It made me feel like I finally had something I could believe in, something to turn to and make into my core. Mari was the only person who, while knowing both me and him, decided to pick me.
感謝はしてるの。あなたに会えた。彼がいなかったら今はなかったって思うとね。怖くなるし、お礼も言いたい。でも、それがレンを辛くさせてる。
I
あ
see.
なたに対する扱いが許せないの。
I grit my teeth, put up a tough front, and bore through all the pain and fear to support my crumbling consciousness while never letting anyone help me. I wasn't particularly proud of that. Getting self-absorbed in the misfortunes surrounding me was definitely not my thing. However, a part of me always had wanted to hear those words, even though I was prejudiced against anyone acting wildly and spoiled. I still wished for someone to understand my suffering. I had always been alone in guarding the very core of my own being. When my certainty in my own identity became shaky, my determination shattered, left me unable to stand on my own 2 feet. Yeah, he needed someone to get stronger. Upon seeing me like this, she...
おかしいよね。
Yeah.
理屈になってないの。私はレンに会えて嬉しいけど、レンは私なんかと会わない方が良かった。
He would live a peaceful life, I guess. I mean, not very peaceful because Reinhardt, Mercurius, and everyone else would just like murder everyone anyway. But he would like be unable to protect anyone. So I wouldn't say like it's better for him, but yeah.
でも、だからって、さよならなんか言えないよ。
Mari pushed herself against me, making both of us cling to each other so tightly we'd be unable to stand otherwise. Were we doing it out of repentance? Or maybe it was just escapism, perhaps something else entirely, I couldn't tell. My mental state had clearly crossed the borders of reasons and logic.
一緒にいたいよ。また学校に行きたい。この手を離したくないし、離さないでほしい。
Okay. Let's start dating in like the real world now, because for now we're doing this only in the dream. She didn't have to tell me that. It was doubtful. I could let go, even if I tried.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。私が悪いの。でも、嫌わないで。一緒に勝とうよ。戦おう。私、それしかできないから。それだけは、誰よりレンの力になれるよ。
俺も
I gently squeezed out my words. I was not completely certain about who and what I was, and fully understood the purpose of my being. So, you are you. You are Ren Fuji, who is also Mercurius Agnerbere, basically. No matter what anyone would say, this was something I decided by myself. I wouldn't waver and hesitate ever again. It was all for her sake.
俺はマリーを幸せにするためだけにいるんだ。
私も、レンのためだけにいるんだよ。
Words were no longer needed. It is the episode where we get the kiss. I probably asked about this in the previous episode because I probably split this recording into 2, but yeah. Okay, finally. Our lips intertwined with insatiable lust, as if to melt us into each other, to confirm that we had truly become one. This action was probably within craft design, but I couldn't even care about that anymore. Can two Agnerberes have a kid? That's my question. Probably can, right? Like, If she like take form of the human like in like real life. Huh. It didn't matter. And neither did his words. The girl was mine, and I wasn't about to let anyone else have her. No matter what the future held, our unity was the final, the happy end we both desired. I would love Mari in a way that would make her shine, even in the distasteful plot he set out for us. For all I cared, he couldn't give us his blessing, applaud us, ridicule us, or grind his teeth into anger or something. The fact of the matter was that he was unable to love Mari, yeah. He would neither change nor release her. I would. I made the decision to this, and Mari fully agreed, while he wasn't even in the equation. He could speak his monologues and turn ecstatic listening to his own voice as much as he wanted. Make him regret it, no matter what. I wonder if like Mari would hesitate in the last moment, like if they like would actually be able to like actually defeat Mercurius, and she would like hesitate, and her craving would be do not kill Mercurius, and she would just like just not damage him at all because she's important to him. Like, yeah, Ren, like she loves Ren, but as she said, like she wants to punch Mercurius for what he's doing, but not necessarily kill him, and also he's important to her as well. So it might be the case when they are together and they still cannot defeat Mercurius because how Mari feels, basically. She might hesitate in the last moment. Victory belongs to me and Mari. She and I were one and the same. We couldn't be parted, nor did we want to. They could watch us all they wanted. Let them dread the day we would meet again. Karl Kraft, Reinhard Heldrich, I will surely.
Mari.
You apparently have a chance in winning. But still, you need to become a hegemony type, right? Because that's how it's supposed to work, I guess, right? Would return to my sunlight every day. And that meant all of us, no expectations. I etched that promise into my heart as the dream escape. Twists came to an end. As that one gently cradled us, we lightly embraced each other and exchanged our warmth. And while I pleaded for the time to halt, I craved the light of this moment into my very soul. Oh, he just mastered his first degree? Oh. Oh. Oh, they created hegemony actually. So now Ren for the degree will be able to like stop time in like area, so he can actually defeat Schreiber? Maybe? I mean, Schreiber is infinitely fast, but if time is stopped, then you cannot be fast, right? Like, stopping time is bullshit, basically. It sounds like protagonist power. Unless they created some other hegemony. I mean, he talked about the time stopping, but... Oh. Okay, this type of thing. So this is basically... So basically the hegemony is similar to what Ren said in the previous road when he was like, yeah, Reinhard, I don't like you, fuck you. And he just started losing. So it's pretty much the same. Okay, I created an opponent for you basically that is evenly matched with you or something. Like he have a hegemony that can like match your own, I guess, right? So basically what we saw in the previous road is like the foreshadow of Ren actual hegemony craving. So it's like the stopping time was just like his like human craving, and like his purpose craving is to be like yeah, like these guys cannot exist, just like fucking
あなたの全力、その総軍を見せてもらおう。
of your religion. Okay, I would fight and win this with all my body, soul, and power. And I didn't care that my opponent was a million hellish souls. There was no way Mari and I could ever lose. Yep, I believe that. I believe that. Since the last road, he clearly showed that he can actually like be a threat to Reinhardt, and he didn't even have Mari back then.
よう、お目覚めかい？
I don't know what's up. What he will talk with Shiro, I don't know. We'll see this in the next episode. Actually, I probably split this into the two. This episode is probably shorter than the previous one. You don't have outro for the previous episode probably, but yeah, this recording session been freaking amazing. I love it, and I cannot wait to see all your comments under like these two episodes, because a lot of information, a lot of new stuff. You'll probably bombard me with like essays or like something, I don't know. Or maybe it will be weird, awkward, and no one will actually talk. Anyway, thank you for watching these episodes, and I will see you in the next one. So leave up a like if you like the episode, subscribe if you're not subscribed, your comments down below, check my Discord, which is in the description, and yeah, thanks. And for now, Pocket Watch is going out.